Back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and I make content on intentional living. And today I thought it'd be fun for you guys to come along with me on a no spend day. I do have some errands to run and things like that aren't going to cost me money. And I usually try to save up things like this to do. When I want to have a no spend day, I'm still staying active and getting out of the house, but I'm not spending money. And we're also going to be put to the test because one of my returns, or actually two, I have an Amazon return that is going to go to Kohl's, and I have an Amazon or a separate return to Home Goods. We are definitely going to be testing our willpower and walking around two of my favorite stores. We'll see how that turns out. I have already made breakfast and played with the baby a little bit before I strap him into the car. And I'm going to go ahead and rinse my face, brush my teeth, and put some sunscreen on, and then we're gonna go ahead and head out to run our errands. I've been messing around quite a bit with my skincare, and I have recently decided that I am only washing my face with water, and it's been working out pretty well for me. Everything else is really clear and my skin's doing great. And I started doing this resurfacing cream to try to cut out some of my pigment, which that spot right here used to come all the way down. I'm definitely seeing a lot of progress. It's only been 3 weeks. The only thing is I've been putting sunscreen on no matter what when I leave the house. It's making me have a little bit of breakouts here. Hopefully I can figure that out. Because otherwise, without these breakouts, I would be happy with my skin overall. Put my sunscreen on. My hair is a little frizzy from sleeping. I think I'm going to smooth it out a little with my Dyson. I want to get a hot round brush for Black Friday this year, but I normally just use my Dyson round brush. Even though it blows air, I just turn the air setting down low in high heat to kind of get that smoothing effect. Necklace of choice today. This is one of those $1.50 necklaces from Walmart. This is my third one, but the last time I bought an extra one because I kind of want to put clear nail polish on this or maybe some resin, because I just think it reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast rose, and for $1.50 I think it's so cute. And it's actually a decent sized chain length for me, even though I have pretty, I think, acidic skin. It tarnishes. I love gold on orange. I think it's so pretty. All right, let's head out. You guys, I really like this dress. It's like a greeny blue with the pink flowers. Let me see if I can find it. $34 and it's probably on sale. They have an extra large, which is my size too. I love these t-shirt dresses, like the cap sleeve. It's like the perfect fit for me. This is really pretty too, the watercolor. I'll take one of each, please. Thank you. Oh, this color. Oh, this is so pretty too. One of everything, please. Oh, this wine color. Oh my gosh. This one. Oh, it doesn't look like they're on sale. Boo. One of my favorite things to do when I come to Kohl's is to see if they have any like good price Disney holiday stuff. And they have a few things out now, but nothing that's like really jumping out at me. I don't really care for that style Mickey. This is really pretty though. It smells really good too. I wish I was better at finding like a reuse purpose for my candle jars. Oh, I don't like that one. Okay, that was definitely a struggle. I didn't buy anything, but I really wanted to get at least one of those dresses. I do have that coupon for 10 off 25. So if in a few days I'm still kind of like reeling over those dresses, I will probably go and get one. I just really like that style. I used to play tennis and my shoulders are really broad, and even if they aren't now from working out and things like that, like I still visually see that in myself. So I really like having those cap sleeve dresses. And yeah, so when I find a dress like that, that's the right cut. It has like that stretching material around the bust, because that's like a hard area to fit on me. And when it has the cap sleeves, I always get really excited about it and I want to get them. But I don't know, today we're doing a no spend, and I feel like it was good that I'm doing this video, because I think if I wasn't doing a no spend day, I probably would have gotten at least 2 of those dresses, especially having the coupon. Those coupons are definitely a good trick to get you to buy something. And then as far as the Halloween stuff, like it was okay. There wasn't really anything. It's still trickling out. Like it's obviously still July. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to HomeGoods. It's about 9:45. So we're doing pretty good on time, staying busy. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys when we get to HomeGoods. Okay, we're at HomeGoods, and this is gonna be the real test if I can actually do a no spend today. Let me turn on the air. If they have my fried rice seasoning, which is only available here and I only find it sometimes, I might break down. It's gonna be really hard to walk away from that, and they're probably gonna have more Halloween stuff than when I came last time, so let's see. Oh, I think this looks really cool. $29.99. I have a big headless horseman though, so I don't feel like I have like a spot for this. I like this frame actually. Thanks for that. Just having those ones. 11 by 14. Okay, if they had my fried rice seasoning, it would be right here. And it's looking like we're safe, so I don't have to scrap my whole video today. Oh, this is the brand. This is bourbon chicken sauce. If you see fried rice seasoning, get it. It's so good, and it makes cooking fried rice so easy. These would be so pretty in my primary bedroom, but I'm just not there yet with my decor. feel like Halloween is just like always like trying to be cute. Like I like this style, but then I don't know, I feel like it's just cute that the skeleton is playing instruments and this one's partying. I want it to be creepy. Okay, I'm so proud of myself. I did not get anything at HomeGoods. Luckily, their Halloween tends to skew a little bit more on the cute side. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to get like more serious, I guess, about my Halloween. Michael's has been hitting really well for me this year because they have like all that actual brew and potion stuff at Michael's, which you can style to be like a little bit more serious. And like, I like that it's more like Halloween props. Like stuff that like a witch would have, like her little potion jars and things like that, versus a little statue of a cute ghost, you know, holding a Coke, which I think is really cute. I like that, but it's not necessarily my Halloween style. If I had unlimited funds and, you know, could go out there and do whatever I wanted, I would want to turn my home into Black Victorian. Black Victorian with spider webs would be like my Halloween style, like my ideal setup. The living room and the entry would be Black Victorian, and then you walk into my kitchen and it would have some Victorian accents and shape. It would be like a witch's brew kitchen. I'm trying to collect things that really slowly, but the thing is, I need to get like more actual like stuff on in Victorian, and I live in Vegas, so the thrifting is not very good. We don't have like old school Victorian things like that. We're just, Vegas is just not an old city, and there's just not people out here who really collect things like that, I guess. There's a lot of like Western and just stuff that's not my style, and honestly just a lot of junk as well. I have to go out to Boulder City for like good antiques and things like that, but otherwise like the Goodwills and things like that, it's literally just Walmart junk in my opinion most of the time. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit hungry. I had oatmeal for breakfast. We just started incorporating that into our breakfast rotation last week, so this is our second week of oatmeal, and I don't even think I finished it. I have a hard time liking oatmeal, but I'm trying to get myself to have it for a couple months and see if I can get used to it. But I'm hungry and I'm not going to make lunch for a couple more hours. I try to stick to a schedule right now for eating. I don't want to eat lunch too early when I get home because I want to be able to, I'm trying to eat dinner at 4 p.m. or at least start cooking at 4 p.m. I've kind of been trying to do, making sure I'm going to bed with not a lot of food in my stomach, and that's made a big difference. I've always been a good sleeper, but it's helped me sleep extra well. I think it's good for my husband as well, and I think it's good just for like our blood sugar and things like that, to make sure that we're digesting everything and there's nothing sitting in our stomachs while we're laying in bed or being more inactive at night. So I cook dinner around 4 or 5, and it definitely makes me hungry by the time I'm at breakfast. But I've also seen things about like having that like fast period. So I don't participate in fasting, but because I have dinner so early, I get up to like a 12 or 14 hour fast by the time I sleep through the night and wake up the next day. But that's neither here or there. But right now, I think I have 787 points at Chick-fil-A. So I think I'm gonna go over there and get a little treat to hold me over for the next couple hours before lunch. And then we'll go home and do some free activities. We're not gonna go out and do anything else. We're gonna cool down. It's already 102 degrees. I'm thinking we're gonna get into some watercolor, and then I can show you guys a project I'm working on. I'll probably give you a little glimpse of that, but I really wanna do a separate video for that, but I'm really excited about it. So we'll go home and work on those things and make lunch in a few hours after Chick-fil-A. Okay, so I got lucky. They gave me a large ice water. That was really nice. And then I decided I didn't really want chicken, so I got a sausage biscuit. And yeah, I got my ice water and my biscuit here. It was all completely free. Looks like I do have my receipt here. 0. I'm probably not gonna have Chick-fil-A points for that much longer though. One of my New Year's resolutions was to not have drinks at restaurants anymore. And I was doing that by going to Chick-fil-A and picking up a gallon of tea once a week, Before I was going to McDonald's and spending $1 a day. Sometimes I'd go more than once, and then because I got off Starbucks a couple of years ago, the $5 and $6 teas, I just can't do it, and I don't drink coffee. So I was doing that, which was nice because Chick-fil-A has a really nice point system. I would go get my tea, get my points, and then eventually I would get a free gallon as well. So it was a pretty good value, and it was definitely a lot better than going out and getting a drink every day. But then the Chick-fil-A by my house, for some reason, just never stocks jugs anymore. And to get a large drink from anywhere but McDonald's is $3 or $4, which is better than Starbucks, but is still a terrible value, especially for something like iced tea. I mean, all drink, like even sodas and things like that, it's not a very good deal. But it's kind of nice. It forced me to learn to make tea at home, which I had done before, but I just couldn't get the flavor right. I don't know. I don't know if this made the difference, but I stopped drinking tea for about 7 to 10 days, and then when I went to make it myself, it tasted fine to me. So I don't know if I just needed the break to kind of miss it bad enough that whatever I made was going to be good. But yeah, now I have a good system, and I got the big ball mason jars from Target. They have like a 6-pack of them, so I have 6 half-gallons, and I make that every other day now, and I have it ready in my fridge. I'm probably going to do a night routine video soon, and I'll show you guys how I wind down my day and set myself up for success for the next day. I think morning routines are great, but evening routines are definitely, in my opinion, more slept on. And in my opinion, people waste more time at night as well than they do in the mornings. At least from what I've seen. That might not be the case for you specifically, but yeah. We're on our way home now, and I think my son fell asleep in his car seat, and he usually stays asleep for about 30 minutes to an hour after we get home from a nice car ride. He just loves being in his car seat. He loves the rides. I think I'm gonna actually paint my nails. That's been another huge budget win for me, is doing gel myself at home. And I've also gotten tips and things like that. I do so many dishes though, it's hard to get the tips to stay on, but that's something I'm going to talk about in another video as well. So I think we're going to go home, we're going to probably put him down and get him a bottle, and then do my nails, and then see where he's at. If he wants to play, we'll probably have a play session, and if he's napping, then we'll kind of move on to the next day to keep ourselves busy. I usually like to stay pretty active till about 2 or 3 o'clock, then I like to take about an hour break before I start dinner. And then after that, I'll probably end the day with you guys around 4 o'clock, because after that, I really just relax on my computer. Once my husband's home, he plays with the baby, and I'm able to kind of lock in on some computer work. Okay, I took about an hour and a half break. We got home about 10:30. It is now about noon. My son had a bottle, and I played with him for a little bit, and we were just relaxing. But now I'm ready to get started again, and I think before we get into more fun things, I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time cleaning the kitchen. I hosted my parents last night, so we're going to do that, and then we'll get into more fun things. Okay, this is perfect timing now that I just did the dishes to do my nails. They're a little grown out, and I peeled some off. I found this really pretty nude pink color, and I shared it on short form, but I'll let you guys know what it is. I've seen this brand at the nail salons too, the gel polish. This brand here, number 1361. And I'll probably end up linking it in the description down below, but it's just like the perfect, better than your nail color kind of top coat, which is nice for me because I don't keep up with it as much as I should. If I do a color, you'll see the grow out, whereas this, I can kind of get away with it a little bit more. I do have tips, and I got the ones where you do the UV gel to adhere the tips, but I do dishes so much that it just kind of makes it hard and they pop off a little bit. And then with my son, obviously longer nails are going to hold more bacteria underneath. I've gotten away from it, but we are going to Disneyland soon and I would like to decorate a set before we go. I will probably post about that later. But otherwise, I got this portable one and I like this one because it's really skinny. I like to kind of angle it where it hits my skin the least amount as possible because I know the UV isn't the best for you. And I would prefer not to do it, but I have just oily skin and I'm so rough on it with dishes and cleaning. And if you guys have seen my short form where I'm doing trenching in the backyard and things like that, that everything kind of just comes off me. The UV curing is the thing that sticks the best on there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this and show you guys the final result. But if you haven't gotten into doing your own nails yourself, this is definitely one of the best ways to save money if you do happen to get your nails done. The price of going to the salon now is just astronomical. I'm definitely glad it's something I've taken in-house and I can have more fun with. And I like nail stickers as well. Those are really cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't gotten into it, I would definitely go on Amazon, at least order the stuff and try it once or twice. Even if you can put off getting a nice set for a special occasion like your birthday or going to a wedding or birthday party or bridal shower or whatever, just kind of narrow it down to more specific times in the year and just do the maintenance stuff yourself. That could be a huge win for your budget overall in the year. Let's go ahead and do mine and I'll show you guys the final result. Okay guys, I just finished. That took about 25 minutes. I think from here I'm going to take a break and play with my son for a little bit. Probably give him another bottle and then we'll finish the day with some watercolor or some coloring. Okay guys, I just put my son down for his afternoon nap and I think I decided that I wanted to finish the no spin day together with some coloring. This is by one of my favorite YouTubers, Catnip or Catherine. She came out with the spring coloring book and she's about to come out with a summer one and I've only done a few of them. And I kind of want to collect all of her coloring books, not because I'm super huge into coloring, but I really like the stickers that she does with the coloring books. And plus I've gotten super into painting lately and I have been taking these out and painting them, but the paper doesn't hold up the best for paint. They're really meant for markers. I need to get a good set of color pencils because I do coloring with colored pencils as well. I thought it would be fun to go ahead and do this. And honestly, oh, they're part of the picture. I'm gonna do this one. It's actually a huge milestone for me to actually sit down and be able to color. I just went through a phase in my life for so long where stuff like this kind of just felt like a waste of time, and maybe because then I was working full-time and then I would get home. That was like when I was at an office, and the last thing I wanted to do when I got home, or it's not even like that I wanted to do, the last thing I felt like I should be doing is just sitting down and coloring. So for me to actually get to a headspace where I can sit here and feel like I can do this, even though I'm filming and we're doing a no spin day and I'm just trying to have a productive day, is still a big victory for me. And it really is a testament to the effort I've put into kind of living my intentional life now, where I'm taking time for the small things and I'm not just saying it's a waste of time. Life isn't about making everything you do 100% productive. Not everything has to have an ROI. And it's also helped me understand that things like this actually does have an ROI. This is a creative moment for me, and being creative and taking time for myself and just doing little things like this just for no good reason. Because that's, for me, it's like coloring is, unless you do it as a legitimate hobby, which for me it's not super high up on my hobby list. I have like 100 other things going on. It's like there's no reason for it, and that's okay. So that just shows a lot of growth in my journey so far, which feels really good. But what do you guys think about coloring in general? Do you guys like to do things like this? Even just hobbies in general, I had kind of gotten to a point where it just felt like clutter. It felt like a lot of money. I felt like I was spending a lot of money all the time on stuff, and I don't know what to do with this stuff after. I do not like the colors I've picked so far. They seem really pretty, but this is the color of it, and this is how dark it's come out. I hate these Crayola markers. I want to get alcohol markers so bad, but I can't get something every time I have a thought to get it, right? You gotta take our time. But anyway, just crafting in general, like, it's just such a money pit. And then I like going to paint classes or whatever, but then I have this canvas, and then if you go all the time, what do you do with all those canvases? You know what I mean? That's the part that gets to me. Is it okay to go to a paint class, paint it, and then throw it away? I'm sure there's people out there who do it, but then the eco portion of me is like, that's such a waste. But is it a waste? I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the balance of just doing stuff to do stuff and it being a waste or a money pit? Because I genuinely have a hard time distinguishing those things. I'll tell you though, it is really satisfying to color. And I know I probably would like it even more with the alcohol markers. Like with these, like you can see all the strokes and stuff like that. But from what I've seen with all the alcohol markers, it doesn't leave any of the color lines. The colors just kind of blur together really pretty. So I'll add that to the extraordinary long list of things that I would just love to purchase. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish outlining it in black, but it feels, if it's not outlined in black, it just kind of feels like blobs. So I'm gonna keep doing that and see how it turns out. Okay, I finished. Honestly, it really felt like I needed to do the black lines around everything. She does a really light gray. I think she does 3 levels of gray, a really light, a medium, and a dark gray. And it felt like when I was coloring it, everything was just really blobby and not, I don't know, I'm not very good at coloring either, so it could have been just my skill level. And I don't really love these colors, but I just have these cheap Crayola ones that I just had on hand. I would love to do color pencil. Maybe the black outlines wouldn't be as necessary, but I just like that the black made everything a little bit sharper, and maybe it helped clean up my lines a little bit, and that's why I like it. I'm not sure. And then I decided not to color the blue sky because I didn't really have any blues that I liked, and I just felt like it would make the whole thing just super saturated and overwhelming. But yeah, that's where I ended up. So that's pretty much the end of my no spend day. I'm going to make chicken for dinner. If you guys saw my drumstick video, I have some leftover drumsticks from my $1 meal video. I obviously ended up freezing that whole pack, so that's what I'm cooking tonight. We're not going out or anything like that. And then from there, I'm just going to do some computer work. I'll probably edit this video and we will just relax at home and have family time, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys felt inspired from my productive zero spend day, going to the stores, looking at stuff, but still being able to say no, and then being able to take a step back, think about those dresses, and maybe go back another time. That coupon I got from my Amazon return is good for about a week or so, so I do have some time to think about it if I really do want one of those dresses. But I hope you guys have some fun and productive no spend days as well. My number one tip for you guys would be to just plan out a few things. I wouldn't plan on doing nothing because that can take the life and soul out of the day and just make it feel boring that you can't spend money. But if you plan on doing a few things to have a little bit of fun, even if it's something small, it can make a big difference in how the day and the vibes feel. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope to see you again in another one soon. Bye guys.